What is going on, everybody out there in the YouTube trucking community? Sean Cahalan, Christian Brother Trucker, coming at you again with a video today. I know, it has been a really long time since I made a video. All of my subscribers are probably going, did this guy disappear off the planet? No, I didn't disappear off the planet. So I thought I'd make a video giving you guys an update of everything that's been going down for the last few months. The big news is that I have switched companies. And, well, here, I'll just show you. Get ready for the shocker. It's a blue truck. Y'all know what that could mean, right? Oh wait, that's right, the sticker's back here. And of course the video is backwards, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Lease to Swift. I know what y'all are thinking. Lease to Swift? What'd you go to Swift for? Oh my god, I thought Doug Andrus was an awesome company. Yeah. So, yeah, I came over and leased a truck from Swift Transportation. There's a lot to this. So, basically, I wasn't happy over at Doug Andrus. And a lot of you guys out there probably had realized that because I wasn't posting videos on a regular basis. I just wasn't happy. And I was kept busy. And I drove a lot of miles. You know, I would average 11,500 miles to 12,000 miles a month, sometimes 13,000. You know, my average per week mileage was about 3,000 to 3,200 miles a week. And, but my base rate that I was being paid was like 43 cents a mile. So I just wasn't happy. And I would put in a really solid week and I would see my paycheck, and my paycheck would be about $1,200. And then I would have a really slow week and I'd look at my paycheck and it would be about $1,100, $1,200. So, you know, they did make it to where the paychecks evened out a little bit, but I basically hit a cap with my earnings. And so I think I was somewhere along the lines of making about $65,000 to $70,000 a year, something like that. And so I was training, which was supposed to lead up to me earning more. Well, when I first hired on with them, they said that they wouldn't allow me to become a trainer until I was with the company for 1 year. Well, I had talked with some of the management and told them about all of my previous training experience, and they decided to go ahead and approve me, and I was approved at 6 months. Now keep in mind, I was approved at 6 months, okay? So about a month and a half later, once the training coordinator guy decided to finally pull me into the office to do the training that I needed, because he wanted to wait until there was 4 or 5 other guys there, because they were all trainers that or prospective trainers that wanted to become trainers. And he wanted to do one class all at one time. So that put things off for about a month and a half. Well, I got my trainee, my first trainee, and we got into that accident. And if you go back and look at my previous videos, I shared a video about that truck accident. You know, no harm, no foul. I got him back and got him upgraded into his own truck. But I think it was another couple of months later before I got another trainee. And that particular trainee, and I might make a separate video about that trainee, he was not a good driver at all. Very unsafe, very dangerous. And I think about 2 weeks into his training, I think it was 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, I called up safety and I said, well, we need to bring this guy back in, because he's not paying attention to what he's doing. So he got off the truck, and then I drove for another month and a half, and I didn't get another trainee. So I spent a total of 14 months over there. I was approved to become a trainer at 7 months, and I had 1.5 trainees the entire time I was there. So obviously, I went over to that company to stay on there and to start training, and it just, they just weren't able to give me trainees on a regular basis. So I just got tired of putting up with it. I just got tired of, feeling like I was hitting a brick wall in my career and feeling like I'm not getting anywhere. And a while ago, I subscribed to a Swift YouTube channel talking about lease trucks and lease opportunities and stuff like that. And I had always said and maintained to people that I know, my trainees and everything else, that I would never lease a truck and stay solo. I would, however, take a look at doing a lease and training because I can get the extra mileage pay. So yeah, that's what I did. Swift ran a special. It was skip your payments for Christmas and New Year's, and then when you come on and lease a truck with Swift, you basically don't pay a truck payment for the first 2 weeks. It's like the first 16 days you don't pay a truck payment, and then you start paying a truck payment after that. So I tried to take advantage of the skip Thanksgiving, because it was a total of 3 payments that you could skip. Well, I didn't get hired on soon enough to take advantage of the Thanksgiving skip payment, but my bank that does my car loan, they actually let me skip a payment. They let me skip December, so that was nice. So yeah, when you sign up to lease a truck with Swift, you don't have to go to orientation. They tell you where to go for your medical screening and your hair follicle testing and all of that. So you got to take care of that. They pay for it, but you have to take care of it before you are approved. So all of your approval process, all of that takes place before you go to your truck. So once you're approved, then you get a phone call from somebody in the leasing department, and they ask you what kind of truck you're looking for. And I had looked at some other trucks, and I was kind of thinking of whether or not I wanted to go brand new, next to new, slightly used, or oh my god, that truck is beat. And so I talked with my family, and we're going to make this a long-term endeavor. So if I'm going to lease and I'm going to train and I'm going to make this a long-term thing, I wanted to get a brand new truck that was covered under warranty so that I can put in some good solid months of running and not have to worry about the truck going into the shop, the truck going into the shop, the truck going into the shop for this and that and this and that and the other, right? So I leased this truck. It's a 2024 Freightliner Cascadia, run-of-the-mill, it was a company truck, so if that tells you anything. But it's got the DD15. It's set up at like 450 horse. It's got the 216 rear end gears with a DT12 transmission. So this thing will bomb down the highway at 63 mile an hour at 1200 RPM. So it gets pretty decent fuel economy. My fuel economy numbers are running at about 8. I'm hoping that improves as the truck breaks in a little bit, but I finally did have the shop today just turn up the cruise control and the pedal, because it was governed at 63 on the pedal and 65 on cruise. Well, that creates a problem with your MPG, because what happens is if you set your cruise control at the max setting, then your truck is fighting the governor, and that's gonna impact your miles per gallon that you can get. So now that my truck is set up for 70 and 68, so it's 70 on the pedal and 68 on cruise. So now what I can do is I can drive down the road at 63 and not be anywhere near the governor, and I can float the throttle if I need to make a pass or to do what I need to do, right? And I won't have to worry about hitting that governor and having that derate the engine power. So Well, I'll get in the weeds one of these days on how to maximize your MPG in a truck and how to drive for fuel. It's very complicated. There's a lot to it. But if you run your truck at the governed speed all the time on cruise, it will kill your MPG. It'll take about a half to 1 MPG away from your potential MPG that you can get. So yeah, you got to slow down. I was in California today, and I drove from Northern California down here to Lathrop, and I was getting 9.5 MPG once I got out of the mountains. So that gets you all caught up. I think that here in about another 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I'll be able to start training for Swift, and then we'll start making some extra money officially. And you know, working for a mega fleet, I shouldn't have to worry about not having a trainee on my truck, right? So I remember when I worked for night transportation, I didn't have any problems getting trainees. I pretty much had trainees back to back. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, because you know, you reach a cap on your potential of what you can make when you're driving solo, but especially when you are leasing a truck. At the end of the day, you end up making less than a company driver, but that's because you're investing into the tractor, right? So as far as the tractor is concerned, I think I just turned 19,000 miles on it. It had 15 when I picked it up, so my first week I did 3,200 miles. At this point, I'm not going to talk about what my paychecks are as of yet. If you guys are really interested in, you know, how much money you can make leasing a truck, I will make a video about that. I really do not suggest leasing a truck if you are the only person that's making money in the household. There's a lot to it, and yeah, it's very can be problematic. So, well, looks like I got my next load. They gave it to me and then removed it. Might have to call my team leader and see what's going on. Oh, they gave me the load that I didn't want. That's funny. So there's a load going from American Tire distribution out of Shafter, California, and it's going up to Spokane Valley, Washington. Picks up tomorrow, but doesn't deliver up in Spokane Valley until the 10th at 0500, which, you know, wouldn't mind taking it, but I'd want to deliver it early, because that's a lot of time to sit on a load from the 7th to the 10th, and it's only 1,000 miles. Yeah, I don't think so, but maybe. I don't know. I'll have to call my team leader and find out what's going on, because they just put that load on me and then took it off. Makes me wonder what's going on. So yeah, I decided to take advantage of the skip payments on the leasing, because, you know, if you can come on and not have to make a whole bunch of payments right away, you can build up some revenues so that when your truck payments do start hitting, you have some money saved up. And you should have some maintenance money saved up. And so right about that time when I'm going to have some truck payments start hitting, I'm actually going to be able to skip a payment. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I get the 16 days with no truck payment, and then on the 25th, the week of the 25th, I'm not making a truck payment that week. And so right as the truck payments start to hit, I'm going to be qualified as a trainer, and then I'll have trainees on my truck. So then I'll be able to run. and not hit that financial dip that you would normally hit after your truck payments start to hit on your settlements. So I know that's complicated, but I wouldn't even consider being a lease operator if I wasn't going to be training, and that's just because I need to make right around $100,000 a year, and that's after expenses and after taxes. So hey, you know, well, it'll probably be about 80,000 after taxes, but I have to gross 100,000. So well, that's all I got for right now. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and share. And if you're interested in leasing on with Swift, or you're interested in coming over to Swift as a company driver, call them up. Let them know Sean Cahalan sent you. And drop my driver code. It is CAHSE2. Again, that's Charlie Alpha Hotel. What is the S? I can't remember what the S is. I think it's Sam Echo 2. Yeah, the good old military lingo. So they got driving opportunities pretty much no matter where you live. They've got OTR, they've got regional, they've got local, they've got all kinds of stuff. So call them up, see what they can do for you. They can also help you get your CDL. They got driving academies, driving schools, and then they can get you set up with on-the-road training. And their training is pretty good. So I should know, I'm a trainer. So, but I can only speak for myself, right? So if you're interested, give them a call. Let them know that Sean Cahalan sent you. And again, my driver code is CAHSE2. Thanks for watching. God bless you all.